Alright, hey, and welcome back to the game room for a pickups video this time. And this is the first of hopefully many pickup videos. The reason being that I've recently changed up my collecting habits, hopefully for the better. I'm approaching a stage in my game collection where I've got about 2,000 games. I've almost reached 2,000 games. This pickup haul will get me pretty close to that 2,000 mark. And I noticed that around this mark, or at least the 4 or 5 years of collecting mark, a lot of people start to get to that stage in their collecting where they realize, holy crap, I have a lot of games, and what am I doing? Maybe it's time to start selling it off, thinning through some of the stuff that I know I'm never going to play, or that is just stuff that I don't think I'm ever going to get around to looking at or doing anything with, so maybe I want to refine or kind of curate my collection a little more than it is right now. I'm definitely getting to that stage, and I think the other part of the reasoning behind starting a pickups video series is to just kind of value a little more the types of things that I'm bringing into my collection. And so usually when I pick up a new game and I bring it downstairs into the game room, I'll scan it into my collecting app. I use an app called CLZ Games to kind of scan and catalog all the things that I bring into the game room, and then I'll alphabetize it on the shelf. It's a great time. It's part of that real good feeling of, great, there's another thing added to it, and to slide it onto the shelf exactly where it belongs is just this satisfying feeling. And well, I sort of rushed down here to do that. The idea behind picking up games and then sort of saving them gives me a chance to showcase them a little bit and kind of remember what it was that I picked up over the course of the month. The other part behind it is that I started up a wish list on my phone, and this has sort of revolutionized the way that I buy and collect video games. The wish list is just like a little notes tab on my cell phone that I put things in organized by console whenever I see them that I think I might be interested in. So typically what I would do in months and years past is see a game on someone else's pickup video or see something on Facebook Marketplace and just rush to buy it on eBay or send an offer on Facebook Marketplace, buy it, bring it in, scan it, shelve it. Now what I do when I see a game that I'm interested in, or at least what I try to do, don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely still impulse buying video games. What I will try to do though is add that game to my wish list and then maybe do a little bit more research on it later on, or at least know that I won't forget about the game because it's on my wish list. And so a lot of the stuff that I did pick up for this pickups video is stuff that was on my wish list, and I found it equally satisfying to check games off of my wish list when I pick them up as I used to when I'd rush down here to scan them and throw them on the shelf. All right, so let's get to it. Here we go. I've got a bunch of stuff to showcase, and I'm going to start with these game manuals. I've got 2 that I picked up. They're strategy guides. So the first is for a game called Evolve. Really nice, pretty thick Brady Games strategy guide, and got this one for $3.99. I live in Canada, so all the prices that you'll hear are going to be in Canadian. And I haven't played this game, and nor do I own this game, but a cool manual nonetheless. And the second in this plastic page protector for some reason, which I got for $5.99, is Armored Core 2. Another really cool strategy guide. This one I was surprised to see is all in black and white, but really cool. I also don't own this game either. I feel like collecting strategy guides is sort of this eventuality for most people who are into anything video games. You end up sort of, thrift shopping and digging through the book section. You're inevitably going to find something that's video game related, and so here we are, and now I'm into strategy guides. All right, the next pickup, I'm going to move to this little stack right here, and what I have is a bunch of stuff on the Xbox 360. Let's get right to them. I have Thief. These all came from the same pickup through Facebook Marketplace, and I think I paid $30 for the 6 games. Far Cry compilation, which is Far Cry 2, 3, and Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. I've been really into these Xbox 360 compilation sets. I've been picking up, I think I might have another one in this pickup haul, and really into this idea of collecting these compilation sets. So I thought these were really cool. I've been trying to get as many as I can get. So there's a new one added. I already own all the Far Cry games on Xbox 360, but there's another one added to the collection. Iron Man 2, again, Xbox 360. And this one, along with the next two games, Batman Arkham City and Batman Arkham Origins, are all games that I already own on the PS3, but I decided to pick them up and switch my collection copies over to Xbox 360. Pretty sure I posted an Instagram story or reel or whatever you call it recently talking about how I do this. And I'm not sure why. I just prefer to get the copies on Xbox 360 when I can, and the games that I do collect for PlayStation are typically PlayStation exclusive games, at least for this generation. And the last, again, was, there it is, the other compilation was a triple pack of Gears of War. This is that ugly kind of gray Platinum Hits thing. I don't know whether it was released in any other colors, so for now it's going to stay in this color. But it's Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2, and Gears of War 2 All Fronts pack. So another compilation pack, and that was 6 for $30. So a good Facebook Marketplace pickup. Next was a quick pickup from Gamestop, and I got these two games. They are Song of the Deep and Quantum Break. And then Song of the Deep, which was a pickup that I really wasn't expecting. This was absolutely not a wishlist pickup, but the game just looked too cool. I'm a sucker for a little bit of like a cool animation on the back, and the idea behind having a sub cruising around through levels, and I believe, if I'm not wrong, there's actually an element in the trailer where you can leave the sub and swim around as this young girl and then get back into the sub and continue journeying. Just looked too cool not to check out, and I'm a sucker for a game with a short campaign, and if I'm not wrong, this has a pretty short campaign. I'll put it somewhere on the screen to say how long it is, but I usually check how long to beat to see if the games that I'm picking up will take too long to play and beat. All right, next was a quick pickup from the local pawn shop. It's actually like 3 blocks from my house, and they tend to have really crappy, overpriced games, but I hit the jackpot. I think in the image that I've posted, or that you'll see, there's a couple copies of Guitar Hero, and those aren't included in this pickup video. I just grabbed those up because I needed to resell a couple of guitars that I had kicking around. And so those games were purchased just to use as a companion to a Guitar Hero guitar peripheral to help me sell them. So 187 Ride or Die was the first. It's complete, and always happy to pick up a game on the original Xbox. I have heard stuff about this before. If I'm not wrong, it's like a 2-player, one drive, one shoot sort of situation, but it looked really cool, and it was like $3. So easy pickup in the OG Xbox. And this was an absolute score. Super Double Dragon on the Super Nintendo, and I paid $14 Canadian for this one. Absolutely underpriced. They usually don't have a lot of Super Nintendo games at that thrift store, or pawn shop. So I was really lucky to snag that up for a great price. Okay, I'm gonna move to this guy real quick, and it is Sniper Elite version 2 remastered on the Nintendo Switch. Only Switch game of the pickups video this time around. This is one that was absolutely on my wish list. I really like what this game kind of looks like. I've seen the style of it. Stoked to check that one out, and just wanted to have kind of any Sniper Elite game in the collection to get myself onto that series, and ended up with Sniper Elite version 2 remastered on the Nintendo Switch. Okay, another pawn shop pickup. This one was from a city that's about an hour and a half from me, and I got 4 games. All the prices are on them. Command and Conquer 3, Tiberium Wars, that one complete. Samurai Showdown Sen, which was absolutely on my wish list and was happy to knock it off. Escape from Dead Island, and Mad Max, which I am probably the most stoked for. Mad Max and Samurai Showdown were the 2 from this pickup that were checked off of my wish list this time around, and man, I've heard some incredible things about Mad Max. My brother-in-law made a big deal about it when I picked it up, I had heard great things about it prior to him even saying anything, so it was just kind of icing on the cake to have him reiterate the great things that I had already heard about it. The newer release of the movie was fantastic, and so the gameplay looks great from it, and I'm really stoked to check that out on the Xbox One. Mad Max. Local Facebook Marketplace pickup, and got a really good deal on it. $30 Canadian for Legend of the Dragoon. And that is a complete copy with the manual. Jewel case is in a little rough shape, but these are pretty easy to find and replace. Even the double CD ones, not that hard to replace. Really nice, pretty manual in great shape, and woof, all 4 discs really clean included in it. I don't know a lot about this game. I feel like it's just one of those games that I see in people's kind of must-play videos or good games for the PS1 videos, and so when I saw it for $30 Canadian, I thought, grab it up and add it to the PlayStation collection. I didn't own a PlayStation 1 growing up, and so when I find PlayStation 1 games, I'm kind of like drawn to them for some weird reason. I'm not sure why. When I see PS1 game and it's at a good price, I tend to add it to the collection. Next up is, on the Xbox One, Fast and Furious Crossroads. And this is a game that I had been chatting with, I'm a supply teacher, that's what I do for my day job.
Timothy.
Present.
Thank you.
I substitute teach, and a student had been starting a conversation with me about Fast and the Furious, and I mentioned owning a game on the 3DS and wondered whether there were any others that exist, so we sat down, Googled it, and came up with this. We ended up both buying a copy of it. He's been playing it, and I haven't yet, but Fast and the Furious Crossroads on the Xbox One. I'm a huge sucker for the movie series. Fast and Furious 1 is probably one of my favorite movies. It's definitely a top 3 for me, as cheesy as it may be, and so had to check out the video game on the Xbox One. Some more Facebook Marketplace pickups. Another one of those HD remaster collection sort of things on the Xbox 360 is Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, which has Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, and Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. This one is complete and in really nice shape. Always happy to add another collection case to the Xbox 360 collection. And if you haven't noticed, this pickups video is laden with Xbox stuff, whether that be Xbox 360 or Xbox One, and that is just a byproduct of the stuff being so cheap to collect for right now, and also the fact that I collect more of my stuff on Xbox than I do on PlayStation. And that being said, here is a PS4 game called Until Dawn. I bought this one for $5 Canadian, local Facebook Marketplace pickup. Actually had messaged the girl who was selling this one the last time I was out of city, about a month and a half ago, and when I revisited, she still had it listed for sale. I was on the way out of town and almost didn't get it from her, but for $5, I figured I'd bother her again. I've been kind of on a kick of picking up horror games, and especially when they're exclusives for the PS4, I'm gonna get them. Embarrassingly, I do not own a PS4. I have an Xbox One, but no PS4, and I think this is the 7th PS4 game I'm adding to my collection, so I think this summer I'm gonna have to pick up a PS4. 2 more on the Xbox One. I'll do these ones together. They are both Facebook Marketplace pickups: Mirror's Edge Catalyst and LA Noire. Mirror's Edge was on my wish list, but not the Catalyst version. That's the second one in the series. Heard really great things about it, and the idea of like a parkourish type game is pretty rare. There's not a lot of them. I know I have one on the Nintendo Wii. If I think of the name of the title, the one I have on the Wii, I'll put it up here somewhere on the screen. But Mirror's Edge was on my pickup wish list, and I found the second one for $5 on Facebook Marketplace. So a placeholder for now until I get the first one in the series. And LA Noire I already own on the Xbox 360, but I started this game and I think I have about 5 or 6 hours into it, and I really want to finish it, so I figure if I ever play it again, I might as well play the remastered and or re-released version on the Xbox One. Okay, really quick, I'm going to go through some mail. I do have one more Xbox One game loose, but I'll save that just for another minute. I thought it'd be cool to kind of open some mail right on camera, and so if I do another pickups video, I'll absolutely save a little more of this kind of stuff for then. This one's already open because it came from Florida. My grandparents are snowbirds and they go down south for the winter, and it gets a little bit expensive trying to get things shipped from the States on eBay. And so I ship some stuff down to them while they're in Florida and they bring it back up for me. So this is kind of a weird one. I picked up Onimusha Dawn of Dreams on the PS2, and I bought it with a empty case and no manual. I just am kind of using my Call of Duty game here as a placeholder, but I actually picked up these two discs for Dawn of Dreams loose at a yard sale a couple of years ago, and noticed that they were pretty highly priced, and so I kept the games loose on my shelf, which I don't usually do for the PS2, and found just the case, no manual unfortunately, to add those discs to, and that is oh so ultra satisfying to be able to snap those discs into an empty case and add it complete to the collection. And so Onimusha, Dawn of Dreams, no manual, but I've got the case now to add the CDs to. And I have Call of Duty 2. This is a collector's bonus DVD. And the reason why I picked this up is because not long ago, I grabbed up another one of those compilations on Facebook Marketplace, and it was missing this disc. It was a $5 pickup for, I think it's Call of Duty 1, 2, and something else. This disc was missing. I knew there was an empty disc slot, and I thought of saying something to the lady selling it, but I knew it was a good chance to get a pretty cheap copy of this kind of set. And so here we go. I get a chance to snap this into the case and make that game complete, which is very satisfying feeling. Grabbed up Little Nightmares 2. I played the first Little Nightmares on Steam, actually, and I streamed it on Twitch, which I don't normally do. I was kind of trying my hand at streaming at the time, and played Little Nightmares 1 to completion. Absolutely loved it. I don't own that game physical copy, but I'd love to. For now, I'll be more than happy owning a copy of Little Nightmares 2. Great little platformer game, and really fantastic visuals, creepy, and just fantastic. Okay, last two here are a couple of mail-in pickups. The first is a prime example of an absolute impulse buy. Road 96 on the Nintendo Switch. I know very little about this game. I'll run parts of the trailer for you, hopefully right now.
Hey, it's me, Alex. I'm okay. I met this girl, this boy, loser, at the diner, at the gas station, in the mountains. They were hitchhiking, driving. They were escaping to the border.
I heard about this game on a pickups video that Metal Jesus put out where Radical Reggie, his buddy, bought this game and kind of talked about it, and I was just compelled to run to Amazon and pick up a copy of Road 96, even though I know very little about it. It just looked like one of those games I'd be into. I liked the style, and impulse buy. Not a wish list buy at all, but Road 96 on the Nintendo Switch. Excited to add that to the collection, and excited to check it out and play it. One more pickup here. This one came from eBay, and this one is Brothers on the Xbox One. And I added this to the collection because my wife and I really enjoy playing co-op games together, and we've recently beat games like It Takes Two, Overcooked, and we're right in the middle of trying to play Unravel 2 right now. And so Brothers was one of those co-op only games that just looked fantastic. Really short campaign, which is something that I'm into. I think it's an 11-hour campaign, and cool visuals, neat teamwork elements, and those co-op only style games are ones that I can't help but add to the collection so that I can check it out later. It kind of feels weird to just show off all the stuff that I spent money on in the past month and a half, but here we are. There's the pickups for, this was an April's pickup video. I'll decide whether or not I get enough in the month of May to make another video monthly, or whether it'll be kind of every once in a while, but I've already got some big items on my pickup shelf out in the next room ready for the next pickups video. So thanks for checking this one out, and I look forward to showing you the next haul on the next pickup video. Thanks.